Hey, this is Mary.
And Michael.
From Claire's
Stuff. So this is the first of a new series that we're going to be doing. And I decided that in 2016, I want to try to make a few more videos. Some of the ideas that I've had for a while, and one of them is, I own, I don't know, probably about right around 500 DVDs and Blu-rays.
Like, we have this giant case of like 1,000,000 DVDs.
Yeah. And so what we're going to do is we're going to watch all of the movies, kind of, not in one sitting. The ones that are appropriate,
we'll watch together.
Me and Mary will watch together, and we're going to review them all on the channel. Some that are maybe inappropriate for Mary, I'll just watch by myself and do a solo review. And these. So let's see. We started tonight with 30 Days of Night. Okay. So well, why don't you tell them what it's about?
Okay. So in Alaska, there's like 6 months of darkness, and then like another 6 months of like sunlight or somewhere around there. And during like the dark times, a bunch of vampires get out, and they like just terrorize the whole city.
Yeah.
And like kill everybody.
Yeah.
And then like at the end, few survive.
Yeah. So what did you think? Did you like it?
Yeah, it was actually a really good movie. I'll give it like 8 out of 10.
Okay. See, I really like 30 Days of Night.
It's good.
If you're unfamiliar with the story, it's actually based on a comic that I believe was published by Dark Horse Comics called 30 Days of Night, and it was, in my opinion, number one, it's just a genius idea. One of the things with vampires, with the sunlight being their weakness, it never dawned on me to, well, what about a place where there's no sunlight? Vampires could basically rule the world if there was no sunlight. So it's kind of genius, because here's this part of the earth that where there are extended periods where there's no sunlight. One of the other things I really like about this movie is that these aren't your suave love interest type vampires that you see on like Twilight or True Blood or some of the more recent vampire shows.
This is a disturbing one.
These are savages.
Yeah.
In fact, I like the term for the kind of big bad, the head vampire, a sophisticated savage. I like that term because he's dressed in a suit jacket, got a button down shirt, no tie.
Yeah.
But I mean, their teeth are,
yeah,
pointy.
And like with their eyes, it's like they don't have
black, just real black eyes.
Yeah, like their pupils are like, it's all black. There's none of the color.
Yeah, the iris. Yeah, it's just this huge, just black eyes.
Yeah, and like I'm like, how did they do that?
They're walking around with blood just all over their faces.
Yeah.
Their teeth are pointy and jagged.
And like it always shows you like what's left over of the person. And like it's always it's a bit disturbing, but
bloody necks. They just tear through. It's like they eat the whole neck almost.
Yeah, and then like when the person's like barely alive, they're just kind of like coughing up blood, and it's like
yeah.
Ew.
Oh, really cool. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I like this movie. So I'm not going to give it a rating. Mary gave it an 8 out of 10. I like the movie. It's funny, when I first saw it, the movie came out in 2007, and I remember, for some reason, I really remember it being scarier than what it was this time. I watched it this time, and it wasn't that scary, so I don't know if it was just, maybe...
Like you were a little bit younger?
I was watching, well, no, I wasn't young, 2007, I wasn't younger, I was still over the age of 30.
Yeah, but...
I mean, I wouldn't say that I was scared of it.
Mm-hmm.
It just, for whatever reason, it seemed like it was
more tense.
It was more intense last time I watched it. It was a little bit, this time not so much. But it was a great movie.
Yeah.
It stars Josh Hartnett as a police officer. Mm-hmm. And spoiler warning, I'm gonna go ahead and if you don't want to hear the end of it,
I want to
go ahead and stop the video right now.
And then
But one of the things I really like also is how in order to fight the vampires, Josh Hartnett injects himself with vampire blood so that he becomes a vampire.
Yeah, and then after he doesn't have to suffer the whole bite and everything.
Right, and then after he gets after he defeats the bad guys, basically.
Yeah, head coach.
He kind of goes off and watches the sun rise and turns to ash because that's what vampires do in the sunlight. Uh-huh. They don't sparkle, whatever your name is who wrote Twilight. Vampires do not sparkle in the sunlight. Vampires burn up and turn to ash in the sunlight.
Yeah. Or turn to stone in some other movies.
That's true. But they die. Sunlight kills vampires.
Yep.
It does not make them sparkle. Anyway.
That is not really a Twilight film.
No, I'm not a Twilight.
I haven't really watched the movies.
Okay.
Really.
I know we're talking about 30 Days of Night, but let me talk about Twilight for 1 second.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's not my type of movie. It's a romance and all this kind of stuff, which is just normally not my type of movie. Mm-hmm. But here's my thing. You're going to write the books. You're going to make movies out of these books. You've created these creatures that literally bear no resemblance to the centuries-old legends of vampires. Crosses don't bother them. They don't die in the sunlight. Holy water, garlic, none of that stuff works. None of their weaknesses are weaknesses.
He wasn't going crazy when he was around.
And even the main vampires who were in the main story don't even drink blood. They're like vegetarians or something, and they don't. So, you're creating these creatures. Fine. You want to write a story about these people and these creatures? Fine. Don't call them vampires. Just don't call them vampires. If you're not going to, it's not like vampires were created by Hollywood. Vampire legends have been around for 300 or 400 years at least. You can't just, change it. No. Shame on you, Twilight. Shame on you.
That's
okay. I'm done.
Also, I want to point something out. The only part that I saw vampire thing
in Twilight.
The only time I actually saw him drinking human blood was when he was actually trying to save her because the baby was killing her.
Right.
Yeah, that's one part that I remember because my mom was watching Twilight and I was just happened to be in the room.
Yeah. You're a girl. You're allowed to watch Twilight if you want.
Yeah.
That's so bad. I can't believe I just said that.
I haven't actually really watched it yet.
Yeah. It's honestly, I think it's dumb. I mean, there are parts of it that's good. I will say this much. The very, very end of the last movie, where they're after the baby was already kind of starting to grow up a little bit.
Oh.
And then there's this big battle at the end. That part's all right. That part I can handle.
Yeah, because it's actually
there's some action in it. It's not oh, do I love the vampire who's not really a vampire, or do I love the werewolf who's not really a werewolf, or who do I love more? That's my Bella impression. That's it. I mean, it's a fine story.
Yeah.
If that's your bag of tea, it ain't mine. But if that's what you like to read and that's what you like to watch on movies, fine. Enjoy that. But don't call them vampires when they're not vampires. Make up a different word to represent these creatures that you've invented in your head. Okay.
Really, call them hearts for people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. But vampires don't sparkle. They just don't sparkle. That's not a thing. Sunlight kills vampires. It doesn't make them sparkle. Anyway, alright. I could do that for an hour and a half, I'm telling you.
I know.
And I know this for a fact, because one of the Twilight movies was about that length, and I literally said that for most of the movie. I was like, they don't sparkle? Why are they sparkling? They're supposed to be dead now. They don't sparkle?
Yeah.
Anyway, alright, so.
I remember once, actually a couple times, I think it was actually the same movie, but I kind of got a peek of, when all the werewolf dudes, they were all, fighting each other, and I'm just like, why?
Oh, yeah, and they turn into, these huge, gigantic wolves. I mean, these things are, as big as a school bus, these werewolves. It's like, where did they get all of this mass from? You know? That violates the laws of physics.
Yeah, and, they're all brothers. Why are they, tearing each other's threads?
Oh, well.
Aren't they brothers?
Yeah, but they might be friends.
Yeah.
So, anyway, see you next time with our next review. Bye.